Oh, guys, welcome back to Beyond the Shift. I'm Eric, Real People, Real Shift. Today I have a special guest all the way from Niger, Mr. Peter Obi, younger brother. I got him here. Mr. George is going to take us through his journey, his challenges. You know, we're going to know him. He's a chef, but we want to know what makes him be a chef. You know the show Beyond the Shift, where we talk to people about their challenges. Sit back, relax, let's go. My guy.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome.
So blessed, yeah.
I'm blessed to have you, bro.
So
you know what
blessed, brother. It's not easy.
Yeah?
It's not
easy.
Nah.
Okay, let's kickstart, yeah. For people that meet seeing you for the first time, so I want to take you back, man. Introduce yourself. Who is George?
Well, my name is George. Yeah, I'm from Nigeria, yeah. I came to Australia when I was 17 years old. Now I'm 34, you know, and that was like 19 or 20 years ago. Still remember the exact day, which was November 2000, the 16th of November 2008.
Wow,
it's a one day that I will never forget in my life, because that's the day my life changed. Man. Like, I was in high school and then wake up one morning like, oh, you guys are going to Australia. Me, typical Nigerian boy, I was like, why? What for? What am I going to? I'm comfortable where I am, you know. But coming to Australia, the first few years, it was very tough, because when your parents uproot you, you know, go to a new country, unknown, you know, you're treading lightly on water, pretty much, you know. Yeah, so being saying that, lucky for me, I was able to start going to high school, which was the Holy Spirit Academy in Lakemba at the time, which is a Catholic school. And the Reverend sisters they have there, they were very supportive. Like, I remember in my year 10 formal, I couldn't go, not because that I could not afford, my parents could not afford it, but like African parents, that kind of thing, they're like, nah, what for, you know, one night. But the Reverend sisters there, they paid for me to go the last minute, and then I didn't have the suit or anything to wear. I only had my African attire, bro. I was the only one in the whole school, all the African people, everyone. I was the only one that showed up in my African attire, and then straight away I become center of attention. And I was like, oh my God, you're so good. Can I take a photo? It's a memory that I can never forget. And I was like, everyone's wearing tuxedos, nice suit, nice haircut. Me just show up like a local traditional guy, show up like this, you know. And, you know, it was very good, because in my high school I had a very good support system. But to me, when I came to Australia after high school, at the age of 18, 19, because of my height, I'm a bit like taller than other kids in there. And then I was like, I don't want to go to school no more, you know. I want to start working. I want to, like, you know, just get in there, get into the work system, whatever. I've already done so many education I've lived boarding school in Nigeria before coming here. I lived from house to school. So I was like, nah, I want to go, I just want to just work. And for me, it was not like, it was okay, but to my parents, it was not.
Because they want you to, like, you know.
Yeah, they brought me for the education.
But you know, the African parents, our people, only want you to be a lawyer, doctor, play with that, like behind the accountants, That's what they want to, like, they want us for. But they don't know, like, the system here. There is so many pathways for you to choose,
Oh, yeah.
But I want to take you back, like growing up in Nigeria, because it's a big step here, like just like what you say, our people, like the sacrifice they make, like you just, hey George, come on, pack your bags, like, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
So like people don't know, like it's a big culture shock.
Nah, it is,
But I want to know, like, how was George back in Nigeria, like growing up in Nigeria? How was it for you, bro? Like, let's talk to me.
You saw you want
I want to know about that. You know what I mean?
I was a bit rugged. I was a street boy. Nigeria, for me, I was a street boy. There is no places I don't go, because my dad was traveling different countries. trying to find the best place for his family to settle. So he's been to every country on earth you can think of before he finally settled in Australia for us to come, you know. But before that, I was a very stubborn, like, no. But my mom used to beat me, flog me, like, to the point, like, I don't even listen. I'll do worse things, bro. I was like, you know, just imagine just a naughty kid, like stubborn, like fool, hot-headed. That was me. There was nothing that you would think of I was not doing when I was in Nigeria, bro. Like, seriously. Like, I lived that ghetto life, like, in the trenches, bro. Like,
how was that? Okay, you living there, yeah? How did that shape to you before you making the move? Like, okay, now you come to a different country, yeah? How that whole package shaped you?
At that time, I see as, you know, just a young man living life, you know, that's it, you know, nothing else, you know. I'm just like, I'm in my teenage life, just enjoying myself. My dad is not around to like, hey, you come here, do this, do that. He's always, I use the opportunity, like, okay, mom, just go to work. I pretend I'm going to school, but I just go with my boys, do whatever. So at that time, when I wasn't doing those things, I didn't think of anything. But when I came to Australia, and then after the day, I got expelled from school because I didn't finish my high school. I stopped at year 11, and then I had to go to TAFE to do my HSC. Yeah, so the day that, like, everything cleared was when my dad came to school and he heard that I was getting expelled because I did something stupid, and he slapped me in front of the principal, the assistant principal, like, everyone. Like, he didn't care, even the Reverend Sisters. That day, it cleared my eyes. I was like, damn, this man is actually trying, like, you know, he's doing something, he want to do something for me. He moved me from Nigeria to come to Australia to be better, but instead I chose to be worse. And from that day, I started working at the age of 18 years old. I was working at Flemington Market. I did that for 5 years. Wake up early morning.
So just that one slap.
There's a slap that your parents will give you. You'll see stars. Like, your eyes like get fuzzy like this. You like, you know, it resets your brain. Because you know, we live in Australia where, like, if you touch a kid, the kid will call police for you. They would claim it as a domestic abuse, and that's why when I see teenagers, young kids misbehaving, youth crime, this and that, because the system I've studied as, there is no proper training. Like, for an African kid to be able to misbehave in a family, there's gonna be something either psychological, then yes. But if it's just a normal behavior, doing something stupid, then, you know, there's no proper home training, there's no this, because they're doing it because, oh, my friend John did it, he got away with it, so I can do it, no problem. But yeah, no, so, you know. But yeah, so.
Let me bring this one, yeah? One of my friends, he keep telling me this, yeah?
Yeah.
He said there's a saying goes around in Nigeria, in Lagos. If you never wise for Lagos, you will never wise anywhere.
Okay.
Is that 100%?
Well, 100%. Because the life in Lagos, it's a whole, like, you have to be awake. Yeah. If you're not awake, if you're not sharp, shine your eyes. That's what they'll tell you, shine your eyes well. Yeah. They're not telling you because they want you to think, because they want you to see. Lagos is a very fast-paced, like, it's like that. So you have to be on your toes. Like, if you're not, someone next to you will dupe you and they don't care because they're doing it to survive. So for you have to be, like, on point. So you have to know what you're doing and make sure you're doing the right, because if you don't, you can actually get in trouble in a way that if something happened to you, your people back home would not know what's going on, you know, because no one's going to tell you. So, yeah, it's a very strong saying.
Yeah, because when he told me, I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very strong saying, because the stuff that you learn now when you look back and then you pick and choose what you can implement in your life now. Whereas for me, after, like, I left high school, started working, started realizing, like, how hard it is, how effort. Like, imagine as a young kid waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning to go to work. That's you should be planning to go to school, not waking up to go to work and then you're doing 5 hours, 6 hours, you come back, by the time it's 12 o'clock, you're tired, you're going to sleep and do it again for 5 years in a row. That's, you know, that's not right. But
what I want to talk about,
yeah.
Because you see, when people move countries, we all face that culture shock. You know what I mean? So for you, I want to know, like, what's that one culture shock that you face when you arrive in Australia, brother?
I guess those are some questions, right? Nah, I'm always like...
Okay, let me tell you mine, Let me tell you mine, why is trying to do it, So for me, the culture shock, because, you know, Africa, we used to, like, you know, like, you don't see different skin color, It's all like your cousins, your auntie, blah, blah, blah. So for me, when my dad told me, oh, you're going to come to us, I was like, you know what I mean? Then because of my condition as well, like I'm like the stuttering, I was like, I'm going to start all over again. It's like, what's going to happen, all this. So for me, it's a big shock. In my head, it's like, I have to like, wow, what's going to happen? How these people are going to take me, like, you know? So then I came, then high school, teachers were like, you know what, there was one lady, she goes to me every morning, come and say hi. So she tried to break it down for me. So yeah, man, like in my head I was like, but I'm thinking, this guy, man, I know you're gonna, just like what you said, try to make us have a better life, But I'm thinking again in my own mind, what's gonna happen?
Like I've, like you, from what you said, like for me, I think it's when I was in Nigeria, it's all black people, you know, whatever. I was thinking Australia, there's no sand, there's no forest, it's just pure. I had this pure imagination, like it's clean everywhere, like, you know. And when I first came, when we first arrived at the airport, Australian International Airport, they took my shoes, I had an afro hair. They went and cleaned my shoes, bro. They cleaned the soil off my shoes, bro. You know, I'm thinking like, okay, wow, okay, everything is like pure clean. You're walking on grass or something like that. Yeah, when we'll come inside, I see forest, I see this, I see that. I was like, Australia is like Nigeria. That's the other times, like one of the times as kids, you know, this and that, it's a lie. And when I went to school, it's all multicultural, you know, like kids from different places, they're more welcoming. And me, because I'm not used to that, so I'm like, you know, I just like push you away, like, you know, just step back a bit, right? I don't know you, or what do you come about that aggression, like, oh, you want to go or you want to... But with time, as you settle in slowly, you came to understand, okay, you're in a different place now. This is how the flow is, trying to get with the flow, because as a Nigerian or as an Igbo man that I am by tribe, we love to, when we go to a new place, we love to assess first. So we assess, see what situation is, what's going on, and see how we can engage. Because we don't just come out, just engage straight away without not knowing, because you might say the wrong thing and trigger someone. So that's what that's one of my biggest thing in life. Like if I go any place, I would assess the area properly before. If I have something to say, I will now say, okay, yes, I got something to say. Can we do this or do it that way? So that's what I did, you know, get to do that. And then I was able to find a support system, you know, check out the local communities where I was going to the Burma Youth Center.
You took some... That place, that
was one of, like, you know, after school,
the pizza,
come in, have a ham and cheese on toast, cardio, play tennis, and, you know, did a lot of programs there. Those guys, they did a lot of young men support programs, you know, help kids from mostly African country to settle in Australia. You know, you have guest speakers that come in, talk about their challenges. We went to camp in Armadale. Yes, when we live with the Aboriginal kids as well. They call them the Bush Boy. They do the same thing there. So we lived in a camp in a tent. That was my first time sleeping in a tent, bro, in a swag in the middle of someone's farm. on the ground. It was raining. You wake up, you see the dogs. They do this thing. They train with the animals, like applying pressure on and off. You know, if the animal is stressed, you as a human being, you can feel the stress as well. You know how to like back off a little bit. So, which was very good, you know, and like having that support system, that village there, you know, like if I need anything in life today that requires that support, I always refer back to them, and they're always there, you know. And these days, not a lot of young people do know that there's always that support in that community, you know. And because with the technology and the social medias and what's going on now, it's not out there anymore. Those communities are sort of like dying off, you know. So I think as us who have had that experience before can actually like be able to volunteer in a community and be like, okay, guys, there's this place here you can go to, you know, talk to people. They can refer you to these and help you to get what you want. So, like, for me, that's one of my biggest cultural difference, you know, being able to fit in. Because when I came out, I was a big guy, you know, very big, massive, like, you know, yeah. So some people find me intimidating to even talk to me, because I think, oh, I don't want to say talk to me, might get angry or something. But deep down, I'm just like, relax, guy, just go with the flow.
Go with the flow,
with the flow, because, you know, and also that helped me to control my temper as well. That was one of the biggest thing I had. It helped me to control it. Now, if someone does something, it takes a while before that gets up it comes out, right? You know, you have to,
I know.
You know, so that was, fitting in, you know, not trying so hard to impress everyone to say, yes, I can do this. That was one, you know, it was one of the biggest cultural shock for me. So,
because the reason why I asked, because we have people like not only us Africans, like from different countries, like they're trying to pack their bags. Like now we're doing this, somebody's trying to pack his or her own bag to make that move, but they don't know what they're gonna face. So that's why, like, I was like, you know what? Let me ask people, like, so people, whoever is watching, so they can prepare their mind to say, hey, let me get my stuff like this way. I don't know what I'm gonna face. Maybe it's gonna be the same. Maybe it's gonna be different. But at least them watching us or listening to what we face, prepare them for like whatever like they will face in their own journey. Yeah, man, but it was a big one, man.
Nah, it was, it was, because, my, like, having that support there was very good, because even though, like, I know you had my younger brother here in your show before, and I remember the day when he had his accident and got his leg amputated, like, everyone thought like that was the end, you know, he's just gonna go down from there. But lucky for him, he had this group of friends that were there, supported him so much, and they did that. He got his prosthetic back. They came visited. The next day, they all took him. They went to the gym. So going to the gym is like relieving those stress, those angers, but also building endurance and patience to move forward. Like today, some people say their older brother is their inspiration. Me, my younger brother is my inspiration.
Big Philip.
Like, Feel Good Nation, shout out to you. I never tell you this, but like, seriously, I look up to you more than you look up to me, because the way that you are able to pass beyond mentally, physically, like, you know, just, I got amputated, now I'm just gonna like depression, anxiety. No, you like, no, that is not your portion. You have bigger things, and he's doing big things, bro. He's doing big things, because I remember the day I went to work with him in his business, you know, and he's doing it himself. I was still working as a chef at the time I had it there. I was like, let me just go help him, you know. Well, he was just like everywhere lifting things. And I was like, I have 2 legs, 2 arms. I'm struggling. He has 2 arms and 1.5 legs, but he's like on it, bro. I was like, bro, hats off to you, man.
Hats off to you, brother.
Hats off to you, bro. Like, seriously.
100%.
It's not like, you know, it's not. And today, he's doing good. He's out there, you know, he's doing advertisements, representing, like
motivational speaker as well.
Motivational speaking, you know. This is a young kid that came from Nigeria, but I didn't know what the future had for him, but life is like, no, okay, yes, it's a bit sad he lost his leg, but it sort of opened a door, like a wild cast net out there for him to say, okay, yes, yeah, it's sad that it happened, but there's an alternative. There's an alternative, and like, even if I go out to like gathering like this, I'll introduce myself. I'll be like, "Oh, I'm Feel Good's brother," and I'll be like, "No, are you for real?" I was like, "Yeah." Someone else will be like, "Yes, he is," or someone will see my dad and they will be like, "Oh, that's his first son." Like, because everyone thinks Philip is the first son because he's out there. Yeah. Everyone will be like, "No, he's not. I'm the first son." It's like, really? Philip is. I was like, yeah, he's out there, and like everyone knows him, which is good, But for me, I think it's because of my job, so it makes it hard for me to come out. But with now, I am slowly coming out there now, and slowly putting my foot out through the door to say, yes, I'm representing
my own Georgie. 100%.
I am representing.
So now, let me take you. Because you know how you we spoke about moving here, everything. If you're gonna advise someone, like I said, someone who's packing their bags, our face, you face it, but you're gonna advise someone who is trying to make that move to come to a different country. It doesn't have to be Australia. But what advice would you say,
like for anyone that wants to, no matter what country you want to go to, first of all, remove that party life in a sense. I'm not saying not to go out, not to explore, but if you have that Dorime life, as we call it, so Dorime life is like you want a party life, every day work hard, party hard, don't worry about tomorrow or the next 6 months or whatever sort of a thing, but buckle down. Have that. Always think about where you come from first, what your struggles are. Those things should be able to motivate you to push forward. You want to be better. You want to, you don't want to travel out to any country. After some years, you come back empty-handed. Because the people that you left, they are doing something. They know that you travel. They are aware. They are waiting for when you come back. And they will assess, they will judge you. They'll be like, he's back. He's just, nothing changed. Just the same way he left, he came back. Even said we are doing better than him. So why are we not stressing ourselves that we want to travel out? Because, so there's always that. That should be on your top. But never say never, because leaving Nigeria is one big, huge step. And coming to Australia or any other country, you have to work hard to get to where you want to get to, as a young person, or whether if you want to have a family or grow a business or develop yourself in a way. So you always be sure of yourself. That's the first thing. Okay, I'm going to go there. I'm going to see my people. I'm going to see different people. How am I going to join? How am I going to fit in? Am I going to be the person if my friends come, hey, bro, come out. You coming out today? Yeah, I'll be there. Or am I going to be if my friends call me, I got 1 or 2 things to do. It's not like you don't want to go, but you just just avoid yourself from that. So I think I encourage anyone, if you want to travel, no matter what country, assess the country. If it's a right fit for you, 100% go for it. 100%. If it's not, just don't rush yourself. If you're back home, you can always invest back home, because there's other things you can do as well to survive as a young person. Don't go chase that money soft life money. You just don't want to do anything. You just want the money to be coming in and you're enjoying life. Because my mom, as she always says, all that glitters are not gold, Yeah, easy come, easy go.
Easy go, yeah, 100%.
When you have it, you're spending it. And when it's finished, you go to those people you spend with. No one's going to come to help you. They'll be like, sorry, bro, I don't have. Even if they have, because, that's it. But when you buckle down, when you work hard to get where you want to get to, before you do anything, if I do this, what is it going to benefit me? Or if I do what, so let me just, let me leave it for now. Let me focus on the main things, you know. Make yourself proud, because at the end of the day, your people will be proud of you, your parents will be proud of it, but the most important thing is you being proud of yourself, that when you look back, you'll be like, okay, I was there, but now I'm here. That is a very, like, just clap for yourself, because it's not easy.
100%.
It's not easy. So, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's my advice for anyone that, you know, just buckle down, settle down, don't worry about the life. The life is always going to be there. The enjoyment is always going to be there, but just work on yourself first before you can, you know, start living those life like those flashy life, wearing the 30 BG gold and whatnot, you know, because of the video doesn't mean it's
you have to do the same.
You have to do the same, because when the video talks about his life, like I follow him, you know, he's this kid that his parents have money, but he didn't want his parents' money. They sent him to school. He left school. He went to go study music because he had to work. According to him, he had to work 5 times harder in order for his dad to say, yes, I'm proud of you, son, from his music. And he's still doing it till today. He's not, because of he had all the money, whatever he had now, he's going to be like, I'm relaxed. No, he's still working hard more every day to be able to, like, keep up, because, you know, it's not easy life, you know. Everyone seems like, oh, you got all the golds, you got all the diamonds, you're the #1 Afrobeat in the African country, whatever, but people tend to forget the hard work that he put behind closed doors in order to maintain those things. So that's what sort of, like, you know, someone like me, I take pride in, that hard work that he put behind. People will come out, they will say whatever, okay, no problem, thank you. No worries, I understand, thank you for your advice. No worries, but at the end of the day, you're the one that you're doing it for yourself. You should be proud of yourself, not someone else, what someone else thinks or what you're doing it to make someone else happy. No, it's just your happiness is important more than what you're trying to prove to someone else, you know. It's, yeah, that's my
100%.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
My guy, man. My guy, man. Lagos University. The Igbo boys, these guys, they have knowledge. They have no knowledge.
We'll try.
So quick, yeah. Quick advice, because you know how you say, like, you didn't finish high school, you did something that was not happy, yeah? Because we see our kids these days, yeah, like the youth, they're doing stuff, like, you know, this social media or this or that. Like, kids are like our community, yeah, Somalian community, Nigerian community, just the African community. We have kids that go in different way. So if you're gonna advise that kid, like, you made a mistake, but you see it, you buckle up, and you change it. So what advice would you give to that young kid watching us now? Yeah, maybe they are doing the same mistake, or they are about to, or they're already in it. So what advice will you give them so they can change their ways?
That for you find a way to isolate. Like, in life, you have good friends, you have okay friends, and you have that one friend that'll be like, bro, come, let's do this, let's do that, don't worry, bro, it's okay, you know. Always try your best to make, like, one thing my parents or my dad always said to me is, make friends who are on the same level as you, or someone who can challenge your intelligence, because that makes you want to work hard. Like, you're like, why is this person challenging me, you know? Like, it brings a fire in yourself. Like, no, like, we're in the same level, but the way he's talking to me, challenging me, like, who are you, you know? It lights you up. So as a young person, don't do stuff because my friend do it, I can do it and get away. No, because when push comes to shove, you are the person, first of all. Maybe you have a white friend or another background friend that's not a black person, okay? When push comes to shove, you are the first person they're gonna point finger to. Maybe you did not do that, but first thing is, like, they will judge you first, and then by the time they do the investigation or whatnot, they'll be like, oh, okay, he's actually telling the truth, but then the damage is already done.
Yeah.
Your mentality already tell you, I've known this person for a long time, we're brothers, but how can he say something like that, you know, just to save his own soul? And even though he knows that you're in the right, but with that thinking, it's already in your head, and if when you go out to the world, you see the world like that, you're like, that person did it to me. So if I do it to them, it's okay to, 50-50. But as a young person, like in a country like this, just don't do it because your friend did it, or I can do it and get away with it. No, you cannot get away with it because one day it will come back to bite you. That's one thing they say about karma. Karma always, no matter what, it always come back and bite you. So just like limit yourself among people. Even if they're your friends, they invite you out to come have a good time, whatnot. Just make up some excuse, Oh, sorry guys, I have to go home. I have to do this at home, even if you don't have anything to do. Because when you start isolating yourself little by little, you come to understand, oh, wow, I have more time in my hand. I could actually put my energy to something else that will be more successful. Like the time that I'll going out is not bad. I'm not saying it's not bad, but you should be able to know your limit, You should be able to know, okay, if I go out to drink, maybe I have 1 or 2 drinks. Okay, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drink to the point that I'm stupid, that I don't remember what happens the next day, because if something happens, they'll straight away be like, oh, you're the easy person they're going to be able to remember than every other. Because I remember in high school, we always have a clash between Punch Bowl boys and Holy Spirit boys. We always have a fight. So one day, I was hanging out with my mates and all that, a few other nationalities, and we end up going, and I was only the African guy from my school. And we showed up at Punch Bowl Park, right next to the station. We meet up, we start arguing. I wasn't fighting, I was just in the background. Just because I was there, straight away, the next day, my homeroom teacher came to me, called me in the office, said, we got a complaint that after school, this or that, you and a group of boys were fighting, this and that, this place. I was trying to deny it, like, you can't deny it because you're the only African there. The principal from the other school spotted you. So, like, face here on you. So you're like, damn, I'm screwed. What am I going to tell my dad? That's what's going in my head, man. This guy's going to lose it, right? Like, he sent me to school. I went to fight. Yeah, I got punished for that, even though the school was like, trying to make you tell who was there. But I was like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about, so just tough it out. And I was in detention for like 3 weeks, bro. So after that, I was just like, after high school, I was just like, you know what? I need to change my ways, bro. I need to change. I need to find like something that really works for me, that puts me away from getting myself in those positions. And that's where cooking come in for me, as a big guy. Like I've done construction. I'm certified bricklayer by trade in Australia. I've done warehousing, pickpacking. I worked like in Shirora, cool rooms and stuff like that. Work at Flemington Market. There's no job out there you say I've not done apart from doing aged care or support worker. But when I'm in kitchen cooking food, there's this calmness, like.
So wait, let me ask you, what makes you,
Yeah.
What makes you jump into cooking? Like, where is that thing start?
Oh, okay. So cooking, originally in Nigeria, your parents will train you as a young person to know how to cook the basic stuff. And for me in Nigeria, from my mom's family, there's people, they own restaurants. So my mom's sisters, they own restaurants. My mom's mom owned restaurants as well. So after school, we used to go help out, do the cleaning of the floor in the morning, you set up before you go to school. So from there, slowly, it was there, but I never realized that that's something I can do as a future. It's just like, it's when I came to Australia, then after I left from my high school, I did the vet course where you can get into workforce early. So that's when I went to TAFE at Granville TAFE. And then I went to the showcase and they were showing all these courses that you can do to get into workforce. And so first thing I did was to do as a bricklayer. I did my Step 3, Step 4, everything, got my certificate, work as bricklayer, construction. After for a while, I was like, this is not this is not a bending over, carrying bricks, concrete, this and that. Because I remember the back pains and the body sore. I was like, yeah, no, this is not it. And from there, I dabbled into warehousing, did that. I was like, no.
Were you thinking about, hey, I don't want my wife to start complaining in the future. My bank. Let me balance this one.
Let me just package, come on. So, and then one day I went to TAFE opening at Ultimate TAFE Central in the city. And I met the teachers there. They were talking about it, bakery. So, and I was like, oh, I like baking stuff. I like making bread, cakes, whatnot. Okay, let me give this a go. So I signed up this certificate free. As I was doing it was going good. I was liking it, and I became I always asked questions, to get to know more things, and became make friendship with some teachers and stuff like that. And one day, one of the head teacher said to me, "Oh, he has a student someone that he taught years ago that owns a bakery shop. Maybe I'll reach out to see if you can go work there." And I was like, okay, yeah. As a kid, I was like, yeah, no worries, well, make my own money work. Yeah, why not? First day, I was like,
were you going with African time?
I was going African time. I was like, say show up at 7 o'clock, I show up at 10 o'clock. I was like, ooh. I had to make up some sort of excuse, like, okay, no problem. And from there, slowly, get into that. And I was working down till COVID happened. And then the guy, he came to goes, because of COVID, this and that. So, okay, no problem. I left, I went back into warehousing, bro. I did warehousing throughout that COVID period. After COVID finished, I went back to TAFE. But before COVID, I was doing TAFE as well. I was doing certificate free in commercial cookery, to work in restaurants and stuff like that, yeah. And after that, I graduated, got my certificate back in 2019. And then trying to find work, but it was very hard. So I came up with this where I volunteer. I don't know if young people can still do that now, but back then I had to volunteer work without not getting paid. And because I want to get paid, yeah, no problem. But for me, volunteering was the skills learning, because they have the time to teach you. Also, some company at the end, they can hire you as well because, okay, I've trained this person, he knows what to do. We might as well offer him a job than to go bring someone else in,
you have to
spend that time again. Yeah. So they tend to do that. And one of the places I did my training was at one of Adriana Zumbo's bakery up in Lane Cove area.
But you're going far, are you?
Oh, brother. I'm happy to work close to home, but the jobs close to home are not hiring, so we have to go far. Like where I work now, I travel an hour every day going and coming back to work, where other places I could work 30 minutes, 20 minutes closer to home. But, so I don't mind the journey. The journey is good, I love it. But cooking is something that I've loved, as a young person growing up, 5, 6 years old in Nigeria, cleaning the firewood, the ashes, fetching water, things like that, helping out in the kitchen. And it's been a sense of passion, get to love it, and hopefully one day to bring that African Nigerian culture vibe here in Australia, because many people have tried to open that Nigerian business, and after a year or two, it's not successful. We had few Little Lagos open, but it was good. When Little Lagos opened, but
oh yeah, it was fine.
Everyone was going there, it was the jam, the best Nigerian restaurant in town at the time. And now, with the systematic, the guy is not able to keep up anymore, so he had to close his doors down. And there's few places that are popping up now, So as for me, I was like, what? If he can do that, I can do it too. But I have to, with me, I have the experience and the skills as well, so I could be able to push something forward, but I have to plan it well in order to execute where I want to go. So I decided to start my own company, which is Mama Poot. I'm wearing the jumper today. Yeah. So
let me ask you this, yeah?
Yeah.
Because people, like I told you off camera, yeah, like I haven't said it to people before, yeah? Because for me, me and you have the same, like, similar journey, yeah? Because we love cooking, all of the same, yeah? But people don't know when you cook, you're still communicating, yeah? Some people don't know that, oh, yeah, you put this on, let me chop, let me go. Like, you know what I mean? But for me, I use that to communicate, yeah? So for you, what cooking means to you?
Oh, Baba, seeing the happiness of a customer, appreciating what you cook. To you, in your eyes, you're just cooking steak, you're just grilling it, doing whatever. But to them, you brought happiness, smile on their face when they come to you and say, that is the best food I've had in a long time. Aye.
Show me that chef smile.
You'd be like, hey. Like, I'll give you an example. 3 years ago, I was working in a mining site up in regional New South Wales and in the camp as a chef. Before I came there, I don't know what they were cooking, but when I came, we were managing at least 1,500 people on a given day of the week, you know, and I was doing breakfast and dinner shift rotation, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 1 week off, sort of a thing. And so when I came in, I was like, oh, wow, okay. And I took over the first week. People start coming. I was like, oh, are you the new chef? Or having conversations like, bro, there's flavor in the food. So I was like, what happened to the guys before? They're like, they just come cool because they just want to get paid. That's it. There's no love. There's no like flavor, nothing. The food is no one. They'll eat the food. They will not enjoy it, you know. But when I was there, people loved it. They used to go up to the management and be like, oh, we want to hire, can you hire this guy? Like, you know, I was doing agency, you know, on a contract. People would leave feedback and my head chef used to read it, like, because they'll ask for your name. You say, my name is George. They will leave, oh, George is one of the best chefs here. The food is good. We enjoy it. Can you guys hire him? We don't want him to go. So I didn't know this until when my head chef would do the briefing, they would tell me. I was like, oh, wow, okay, that's good, you know. And then they'll come after they finish their shift. They'll be like, oh, they'll see me around the compound. They'll be like, oh, do you want a drink or do you want this, do you want that? I was like, with me, I'm not used to things like that. I don't do something for a favor. Yeah. I'm not used to it. So long story short, the day I was leaving, I told them. They're like, why? Why are you leaving? Where you go? You're not going anywhere, you know. You have to stay. Because we're not going to come back now. If you leave, the food is not going to be good anymore. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to forget about the old ways. I was like, nah, I'm sure they'll be all right. You know, I've done my time. It's time for me to move forward now. And ever since then, I just, like, for me, I put love and passion to it. The way I see it, if I cook a food, if I'm not going to eat it, I'm not going to serve it to someone. 100%. Yeah. So I have to cook something that I can eat and appreciate, that I know, okay, yes, that person can. With my job as a chef, I don't look at it as a paycheck. I look at it as just putting a smile, making someone happy at the end of the day. Like, okay, like, you know, everyone can cook, but it takes a special skill to be able to, like, move someone by your food. You know, because they're going to come back, they're going to refer their friends. They're going to say, bro, I was at this place last time. This person cooked for me, was very good, you know, yeah. And now I work at Mountain Culture at Redfern. I started in March this year, but previous I was working at Bondi Beach. And I was, you know, it was a bit of commute to go to, but after I got the job at Redfern, it was very good. And I've been there since then, and the food is very good. Like, people will come, like, say, oh, wow, there was there one African guy that came from Perth. He went and tried the Jamaican food, glebe.
Glebe, yeah.
Yes.
Glebe, yeah.
I've been hearing about that as well, but I haven't had time to go.
Yeah, he even made the same.
You know? And he came to me, he's like, oh, he sent me in the kitchen. I was there by myself. He's like, oh, do you own this place? I was like, no, I work for someone, you know. Like, oh, wow, you know, the food is very good, it's very nice. Brother, you should, like, open a place like this of your own. I was like, oh, thank you, you know, like, by God's grace, one day it will happen, you know. Like, for me to hear that.
But how did that make you feel, though?
I feel happy, bro. I feel happy because food is life. Food is enjoyment. It's entertainment, you know. You like, when you cook, people come, they will eat your food, they'll be happy. Like, you know, you see someone, they might be going through a lot, but by you giving that a plate of food, sort of like changes their whole mental thinking. They're like, oh, wow, thank you so much. You know, I was stressed out what I'm gonna eat or what I'm gonna do, but you're giving me this, a piece of bread or a piece of that, sort of like, my stomach is full, so now I could think properly or what to do. So for me, it's a very, like, the joy of doing it is what makes me wake up every morning to keep on doing it, you know, because if not, I would have just find something else to do.
Easy.
Find something else to do, because, you know, like, I never stayed in a place for more than 3 months, but this job I'm doing now, I've been there for more than 3 months now, going to a year, and I'm like, someday I look back, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, I look back, I was like, to my head chef, I was like, bro, every job I've done in Australia, in the hospitality industry, is like, within 3 months I'm done. But for some reason...
But what's the issue though? Why?
Because, like, for me, if I'm not... I don't like to stay where I'm not appreciated.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know, like...
100%, yeah.
100%. If I'm not... My value is not taken into account of what I'm doing for you, you're not appreciated, you just want more and more and more. You just like give, no take, like take, no give. It destroyed the mentality. Like, I remember when I worked when I was working at Bondi, we had all these international students, and that works for us, and I went to the Coles. I bought some things, I made jollof rice, and then I gave it to them. One of the guys from England is like, bah, you can hear that English accent in his voice, like, bah, it's the best jollof rice I've eaten ever in my life since I've been in Australia. Like, to me, it's like something $50 to buy something, great $100 meal, and everyone's like, they were all happy. They took takeaway. They told the people that was not working, they come the next day, like, oh, when you cooking again? This and that, you know. That is like, you can never buy that, you know. You can, because, you know, it's genuine. It's genuine. You didn't tell someone to come say it to you. It's genuine. So having a business where people can come 24/7, they're stressed, they come somewhere and feel at home and relax and eat and just like take that breath of fresh air, like, you have done your job. They understand you by you not talking to them directly, you know, so they have like, okay, yes, wow, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna bring my friends, I'm gonna bring my business to you. All you can say is thank you, I appreciate it, thank you for your support. But if you're not doing a good thing, if your food is not good, if the customer came, they're only gonna come once, they're not gonna come back. The next thing is they're gonna see random review. It's not people doing it to sabotage your business. I don't like this. Yeah, they're saying this because, first of all, your customer service, your people service is not good. You know, your attitude towards customers is a stranger coming in to try something that you present. The first thing, like, oh, you know, it's like, hello, welcome, how are you? Can I get you this? You're just like, okay, you can sit over there. Here's the menu. When you're ready, I'll come take your order. To some people, they eat with their eyes, you know, when they come into a place, you know, like, oh, hello. People even open the door for you, tell you, okay, sit there and provide you water, this and that. You know, that kindness, that love that you show, even though you're not talking to them directly, but you're showing it, they understand it.
So that's a mindset of being a good chef, being a business owner as well. So let me talk to you. Talk to me about first day you step in the professional chefing industry. Yeah. Like a hospitality thing. Yeah. How was that vibe? How did you feel like? Talk to me about this.
That was when I worked at Sydney ICC. in Darling Square or somewhere.
Darling Harbour.
Darling Harbour, yeah. Because they have a big setup of kitchen, like each section have its own place. And I was enjoying it at first until when one of the chefs there said something. I sort of lost my temper by accident, and then lucky for me, I was about to say something that I will regret. Another chef from Lebanon country came and dragged me away and took me like all different sections. I said, bro, calm down. It's okay. I understand. It happens all the time. But I'm like, if it happens, why can't it be fixed? You know, like as a casual chef, you're expendable. You're expendable to an industry like that. Yeah. So they can use you anyhow they want. But as for me, it's not about being nice, but as a human being as well. Yes, I understand you hold hierarchy, whatever, but I'm a human being. Like, you can give me that respect as a human being and treat me like that. Okay, you know? So at first I was overwhelmed, like, you know, having it like in Nigeria, you don't have those equipment or those whatever to operate whatever it is. I was like looking at what people are doing so I don't make mistakes, you know, because you don't want to you play with someone else's livelihood, bro, you know. So, but with time, learning, volunteering, you know, just buckling down, get to understand the backbone of it and how the system works. And just like, you know, if you don't understand, just say, sorry, chef, I don't understand. Can you show me? They're more than happy to show you. They're more than happy to show you. So it's like, till today, it's still a learning curve for me. You know, I've not reached to the way I want to reach. It's just slowly getting there, and the skills is, because one thing I always take as a chef is what Gordon Ramsay always says, go in as a sponge. Because the reason why he says that is like when you get a sponge, you put in the water, it absorbs
everything.
You know, so you go in there, don't go like, yes, I know how to do this, yes, I can do that, because you don't know shit, you don't know how to do it. Okay?
Yeah, 100%.
But when you go as a, even if you know how to do it, just say, no, I don't know how to do it, because you want to learn. There's an easy way to make it, for you to get it done, you know? You go in as a sponge, you absorb. Yes, when we watch Gordon Ramsay, he gets angry, he throws things. He's not doing it because he's being personal. He's not. Every chef does that. In hospitality, it's a very high pressure job to do, because you're standing up 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're having a stressful customer that is like, oh, I don't want this, or it's too, the food is half cooked, or it's raw, is that, you know, it's just that stress of it is too much, you know, and you always gotta have a breakdown. But how you handle those stress, it determines how you handle yourself in that kitchen, you know. So you going in as a sponge, you know, just learning, asking questions, absorbing knowledge. When you're trying to do your own thing, you implement those knowledge. It helps you like, oh, so if I do it this way, you can actually go a long way. But if I do it my own way, you will see that the results are two different things, and then you'll be like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. Screw it. So, you know, it's best thing like is just have an open-minded. Just go in, learn as much as you can, and if you end up loving it, that is something that you can do for a long time, by all means, go for it. Like,
what people, I want to ask you, what people don't see. I want to know, like, what people don't see behind the scene, bro.
It's a lot. It's a lot to get a very nice, like, you go to a steakhouse where they sell very nice dry aged sirloin steak for $50. To you, it's like, oh wow, that is so expensive for a piece of 300 or 250 grams of steak. But to the person that prepared it from the cow itself, you know, the cow that ate the grass, the marbling, the fat on the beef, the butcher that killed it, to the transport company, to before it gets to the kitchen.
To the tax office.
There's a lot of people, there's a lot of process behind it before it gets to you. So when it gets to you, you as a chef, you look at it, wow, this is a beautiful piece of meat. How am I gonna treat it? So to some people, they like to eat it. There's people that eat it raw. So they call it rare. So rare is like when you sear the meat, get a high color in both sides, render the fat a little bit, but the inside is still raw. Like to you, or to any African person, they'll be like,
oh
no.
My sister did the same thing.
But to someone else, that is like heaven. That's like, that's what they're gonna do to you. Like, because so there's this thing at work, we do charcoal salt. So an African person is like, I'm putting charcoal in my food.
Yeah.
But to the other people out there, so charcoal salt is where you have the charcoal, but it's a different type of charcoal. Like, it's not the actual one you get. It's the one you get from the wood, but it's elevated a little bit, so it doesn't have that charcoal flavor.
Okay.
So, and then you add your salt and other ingredients into it, and when you sprinkle on top of a steak and grill it, that all those flavor absorbs it, and like you cook a nice medium rare or well done or medium, whatever you like, to what you like.
Oh boy, you making me. Hey.
That's why when I talk about food, people start what your reaction you were doing just then. That's why I get people start like you're making me hungry, bro. Like the way you talk about it, because some people is like they think, I'm just gonna go to the kitchen, I'm gonna cook up food. But no, to you, to being a chef is that you went to this college, they break it down for you, they study a proper way. So that's why there's always a difference between a cook and a chef. A cook is someone like who just I'll go to college, I get certificate free, I'm on the job straight away. A chef is someone that like years of experience, years and months of skills, dedication. Like, if you're cutting a meat, like a steak, you don't cut it. Like when you cut a steak, there's always a line on it. Those lines is like, it makes it very tough and chewy when you're eating it. Whereas some meat, when you cut it, you're eating it, just melts. You just swallow it, melts in your mouth. You don't have to do because there is a skill to that, to get it to that way. So, because you don't want someone sitting there and eating $100 steak, they're just like chewing one piece, and to swallow it's even problem. So they'll be like, this is rubbish, and they will argue to pay. So there's a skills behind it to do all that, not just meat, fish, whatever it is, any trade craft. When it comes to hospitality, there's always you gotta have that passion for it, that you're not doing it because you wanna do it and get paid. You're doing it because you gotta put that love in it, the time, and at the end, the customer is gonna appreciate it. They're gonna be like, wow, this is beautiful. Like, that is so much. For someone to say to you, this is one of the best food they've eaten in a long time, you did something right. You did something right. Or you just someone, they will not even talk, they'll just start dancing for no reason. It's because the food, or they'll put it in their mouth, they just start singing a song. You like,
say, I'm on this foodie, foodie,
you just sit inside there, because sometimes you remind people of their childhood as well, because they've worked so much, they forget what their childhood was like when their mom cooked their favorite food. You bring them, you cooking now is like you're bringing them back home. When they were a kid, they were crying on a rainy day, mom gave them that food, they put it in their mouth. It's just memories,
So that takes me to the next question. How do you blend your African spices to the Oyibo spices?
Oh, you can, because...
No, your own way. How do you blend it?
I can't give you my trade secrets, man. I can't give you that trade secret, man. It's a trade secret.
Okay.
In general,
how do you So how do your African spice make you stand out as a chef?
So recently at my job at Redfern, we did the Nigerian meat platter, and the chef was like, let's make Nigerian meat platter. He's from Malaysia, the chef. Very nice person, He's the one pushing me or motivating me to do my own stuff. Because when I first thinking about opening my own Nigerian catering, I'm like, is just cooking everyday food. But because for him, he have worked multiple businesses, earned multiple businesses, food trucks and all that, to come to do 9-to-5 job with us. At first, that's what I thought. I was like, bro, why are you coming to do 9-to-5 job if you earn all these things, you know? But I didn't understand the meaning to it. But when he explained, I was like, okay, wow. Now, okay, my mind is like, I thought I knew something, but I didn't know it. I didn't know much. So we put that on, and I was like, white people eating Nigerian food in a target area like this. The day I finished my shift, I was at the train station. He texted me, the special Nigerian platter is finished. I just saw the last one. I was like, what? You just saw the last? I was like, wow. I was so intrigued. I was like, wow, so people actually enjoyed it. So what I did was that I blended some spices, like Nigerian suya flavor spices, not the original, just a little bit of some things, and then I showed it to him, put it into the meat with a test trial. The staff loved it, everyone loved it, so we put it forward. So yeah, it was very good. So not every, Nigerian spice is very good, and you have to know the type of people you're putting, because we live in a country where majority don't like spicy food,
yeah.
And where some people like it mild, and some people just like it off their head.
But you have someone will be like, I got food allergy, I got this, I got that.
Yes, so you have to also not to get as that, because us as Africans, we just pretty much, once it's good and spicy, we'll love it, no problem, you know. But so when someone is like dairy free or food allergic or whatever, you have to work with those things, because you don't want to get someone sick, and you don't want to get yourself in trouble too, because so there is a very gap to it, there is a very gap to when you do that. And even me, I get like compliments and stuff among my peers at work, and I'll be like, oh, thank you, chef, it's team effort. I don't take it alone. I'll be like, oh, my head is growing or whatever. So, but
it's just spicy. So now talk to me, Mama's spot, bro.
Mama Put,
Mama Put. Talk to me about this.
So, I want to start food catering. So, I'm in the process of, I went to African Festival last year in Cathy Freeman Park.
Yeah.
And when I went there, there was no Nigerian food truck there. And I was like, among all these people here in Australia and Sydney that's always selling their food, why can't they come out and showcase those things there? So I said to myself, you know what, I'm gonna start something slowly. So this year I'm in the process of acquiring documents in order to bring out my business to that festival to showcase. But behind, I still do small orders for people. So Mama Put is like, you have in Nigeria is like a lady will have all the food like in a wheelbarrow or something, and just like, call Mama Put, come in one section and just sell, that. So that's what I want it to be like, a place where you come, you sell your soft, your food stuff that you have, and people will enjoy and appreciate it, and also to create the atmosphere and the vibe where people can come, not just to come eat, but you can relax, take your time, like 15 minutes, you're done, next people will come in, type of thing, but just to have that vibe, like let's say on a weekend, you're looking for a place to take your friends out, your wife, or you want to have a date night or something, you come to a place like, oh wow, you're not just getting the experience of the food, but you're getting the experience of the environment, the culture, the treatment, you're like, oh wow, this reminds me back when I was at home. That is sort of what I want to create with time. But for now, I'm starting as a food truck vendor with my job as a professional chef, implementing that to my own business, where to create something that people they don't have the time, because with the economy where we are now, everyone is all about work, and no time to self-care. So I want to be that person, like, okay, I'm here, call me, I'm at your service, I have what you want ready, you don't need to, I've got you, I've got your back, you don't need to worry about, okay, what am I gonna eat tomorrow, or what am I, so that's what, in a sense of what I want Mama Put to be like, you know, and eventually to be something well known out there in maybe in Australia or, you know, the best I can.
The best you can. So yeah. So let me ask you this here.
Yeah.
Mama Put.
Yeah.
So how can someone find you like now at the moment?
Yeah. So at the moment, because I'm cooking from home, I have an Instagram page that I recently created, Mama Put Street Food, and I have my my phone number and my Instagram there. You can message me. My phone number is on there. It's in the back of my jumper as well.
I'm gonna drop everything on the, description.
Yeah, I have I went and did a business card as well too.
Yeah.
So
okay. This one is mine now.
So I had a business card where my phone number is there. I offer like birthday parties, catering, even just to gather, small gathering. I order whatever the person want. If I can source it in time, I can cook it and deliver it to you as well. So you don't have to worry about, when is it ready or whatever. That I will be happily delivered to you at my free cost, just for you to be able to enjoy and appreciate it. That's my reward.
More. The way this guy they talk here, I want to make me chop food life.
Because I've been encouraged by people to start doing more cooking shows. So I'm looking into like just showcasing the Nigerian food.
Are you trying to say are you in the next few years you're gonna be on my kitchen rules?
By God's grace, I want to. But I'm happy that someone already done that. That's someone that went on MasterChef.
I think the one in Melbourne.
I think so, yes. He did the...
I think he's Nigerian too.
Yeah, Nigerian. He did the duck breast with suya flavor to suya pepper to the duck meat. And yeah, the judges, they love it. So like, for him to be able to put us there, so like, okay, now we're gonna have to follow him.
100%.
Yeah,
so now, before we go here, what legacy you want to leave with your chef thing, the young kids watching us, like Mama Put, everything? What legacy do you want to leave?
I want to leave a big footprint to know that I came from nothing to something, and also to be able to have young kids. This is my plan, set up, have the kitchen by God's grace, everything going. I want to employ young Africans, whether from Nigeria or whatever it doesn't matter, to show you there's a way that cooking is not just cooking. Cooking is a way of life. It's somewhere that it's a trade craft, like something that you can use, push yourself further. It takes, let's say you finish after school, you're in high school, you finish high school, you come down, you like kids working at KFC or McDonald's, or you know, that's like a purpose. It pushed them like, okay, they're not out there doing something they shouldn't be doing. There's somewhere, someone looking after them, making something for themselves. They, at the end of the day, happy, they're proud. They're like, oh, wow, I was able to do this. Oh, mom, dad, look what I did today. Of course, the mom will say, I'm proud of you, son. I'm proud of you, my daughter. That encouragement from you and their parents will say, okay, wow, maybe this is not my full-time, it's not gonna be my full-time job, but the fact I'm doing it now pushes me, like gives me a sense of like, okay, of direction. This, I wanna do this in my life. I wanna, you know, it sort of implements, like it showed you, the stepping stone of the people that are doctors don't wake up one day become doctors or lawyers, right?
It takes stages.
It takes stages, man. There's something they did in their life to say, okay, I want to push myself forward. What can I do? So that's what, so that's what I'm trying to, like, at the end of the day, knowing that I make someone happy, that's
100%.
That's it for me, bro.
Of God,
that's it for me, you know. So hopefully, like I said, in October, once everything is done and if it's approved by God's grace, I'll be live and direct there.
We're coming, bro. We're coming. We need to support
African Festival, Olympic Park.
We're coming.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
My brother, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much for having me. Like, you know.
Nah, the next thing, yeah, we need to try this Mama Put, yeah, because the way you're talking, the steak, my guy. See, my stomach was.
If you ever have any time, come down to Redfern Mountain Culture at Redfern. Any time of the week, let me know when you come in. My treats. It's an open kitchen too.
I want to bring all the
bring them. It's an open kitchen. It's not closed. You can see me cooking your food for you in front of you. It's like even if you're sitting down, you can see me cooking it. So it's not like it's a closed. You don't know what's going on. Yeah, you can actually see that it's been cooked from the stove to your plate. So yeah,
100%.
Calm down.
My brother. I like this. We're coming down.
Yeah,
I bring my boy, the whole team.
Oh, bring him, bro. It will make me more happy. And I know, not just making me happy, it will also make my company happy because they would appreciate it. It was okay, wow, he is actually spreading the word. He's actually doing what we hired him to do and beyond that. So, like I said, yes, getting paid is good, but the passion, the skills, because I want to show my people, like, it's not just eating fufu or egusi soup. That's not the only food out there. You can extend your palate, because when I was at TAFE, first time trying raw fish as an African person.
How did you feel?
I was like, spotting the bin. I did that because growing up, anything raw, it's not right. You have to cook it completely dead, as long as it's not bleeding. But after trying that, I sort of like opened my. I was like, oh wow, okay. When I eat steak, is well done, completely well done. But now I eat my steak medium rare. If it's not medium rare, me and you have problem. We have problem.
100%. So now, yeah, we're gonna jump into the little fun game now.
Yeah.
So the show Beyond the Shift.
Yeah.
So we go beyond and we shift.
Yeah.
So the game is, I will throw some questions to you. Ooh. So you shift or you keep.
Okay.
Just three questions.
Okay.
Yeah? So guys, welcome to the shift game. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Pineapple on pizza, shift or keep?
Shift.
Why? Why you shifting?
As my lovely Italian people out there, I love you guys. I support you guys, but pineapple does not belong on a pizza, okay? Because it's a different flavor. Imagine you spend 3 hours cook this napotali, which is the tomato-based sauce, beautifully, and then you bring sweet.
What sauce?
It's called napotali sauce. It's
you guys started speaking Italian already.
So, you took your time to make it, and then at the end, you gotta put pineapple. You put all the expensive, like the meat, the ham, the prosciuttos, the burrata, which is the cheese that looks like an egg. Those things, like, you need those things, they have their own flavor. And then you bring in pineapple and put it on top. Is like you just pouring sand on top of it. So no pineapple.
Okay. So customers changing a chef original recipe.
Shift.
Why?
Because a customer can never change a chef's recipe. It can give your idea, but that doesn't mean the chef is gonna follow your idea.
So you just ask them, yeah.
You just say yes, that's it. But hey, I'm not, I've been doing this for 20 years and you just pull in and telling me to, I'll be like, yeah, thank you, but nah.
Okay.
But a good chef will adjust the recipe. Maybe there's too much salt or too much pepper or whatever.
Change.
It's just to adjust. They reduce hand.
That's change.
It's just reduced. It doesn't mean they change the whole thing. They just reduce a little bit. Just a little bit. So, yeah,
Okay. Last one. Putting ketchup on every meal. Shift or keep? Why are you smiling?
That's like the first question. Put it to ketchup. Not in every meal.
What the British people do, though?
Yeah, that's British people. They put vinegar in their chips, man. In their fish and chips. Yeah. They get white vinegar, they pour in like a rock. Have you tasted vinegar before? It's like getting that.
Come for him when come.
That come for me, but it is true. Vinegar is like, it gives you that sourness of a lemon or whatever, And then, but tomato sauce, it's different, You can eat it put on a side Or you see people when they buy meat pie, they'll just squeeze it on the top. You know, just on the side. So for me, it's a shift, bro, not on everything. Because you don't want to cook spend your time and cook proper egusi soup, and then you put tomato sauce.
Nah, okay. Nah, man, like, I thank like, we appreciate you, man, for dropping by, sharing your journey with us, the chef journey.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And to those of you listening out there, I encourage you to whatever you're doing in life, just keep pushing one step at a time. You can't start from step 1 and jump to step 20. It's impossible. Just remember where you're from, what motivates you, what makes you wake up in bed every morning to do that. So just keep that in mind, in the back of your mind. If you're gonna do anything that you're not sure of, think twice before you do it.
100%.
You know, because don't do it because my friend is doing it, let me do it. It might be good for your friend, but when you go do it, you get stuck. So it's always like, as a human being, you think, you reflect, if I do this, what's the end game? What am I gonna benefit from it? If you're not gonna benefit anything from it, my brother, my sister, remove yourself.
100%.
Remove yourself.
100%.
Yeah.
So now, last one.
Yeah.
Beyond the shift, I always ask people, what beyond the shift? You know, for you, you being a big naughty boy, you done everything, you're hustling, you being a chef, someone piss you off, everything. Then now you're here, you're trying to do your own business. So what would you say beyond the shift means to you?
Beyond the shift, like...
Because you've been shifting, brother.
I have been shifting. Now I'm on a beyond side because I'm tired of shifting. I'm tired of running. Now I just want to put my foot down and said, yes, I have shifted for a long time. Now I'm now in the beyond side where I can actually make more difference or make more impact to the community, to the young people, you know, just to myself as well, to say, yes, to pat myself in the back and say, wow, over this 20 years, 30 years, this is what I've achieved, and I'm proud of myself. That's, you know, like, not just by cooking, but also by mentally and physically as well, because I have faced a lot of challenges, both mentally and physically, and people always amuse how, like, I always stay strong. And, you know, and that thing they always say, black don't crack, that is wrong. Like, if I see whoever said that, black don't crack, like, I have to tell them to actually go experience what people do, experience black crack. You know, if you're struggling, there's a community out there, seek out, you know, even if you have to go to psychologists, psychiatrists, whatever it is, there's help out there, because, like, they will be able to show you or open a pathway for you to follow, and it's left for you as a person to take that step. You know, if you're willing to put the work and get the job done, the reward is limitless. 100%. So,
what advice?
You know, it's limitless.
Man, see these Igbo people making the money and go back to his village. I bet you that's your plan. Go back to the village, build a big mansion. See the way he's smiling. I'm 100% right.
Yes. Now we can all be in Australia forever, bro. You know, when you do what you have to do, get to the centers, get married, have kids, have a family. At some point, you want to go back home and, like, retire, knowing that you've done your path. Now it's up to your kids to carry the torch and keep going.
100%,
you know?
yeah.
So, yeah, you know, there's always a...
He doesn't want to say he's going to open the same restaurant again. Don't worry.
Let's start with one first and see how we go. Maybe 6 months into, if it's going as God's plan. Because at the end of the day, you have to give the man upstairs, like, his praise. Because without him, nothing is possible. So he's one that leads the way, and then he's one that shows, okay, yes, you know. So, like, you wake up in the morning, you say, thank you, God, for life, for today. You know, like today being the 1st of August of the 8th year of the month. Like, from now until January, you look back, you'll be like, oh, wow. You have achieved so much, you know, and then there's still more to achieve. Thank you, God, for being there for me to guide and protect me doing those things, because without him, nothing is possible.
Yeah,
so,
100%, yeah.
you know, he's...
Wow, what a session. Guys, see, I went all the way to Nigeria to get this guy. So, Omo, you guys need to be cheap and small. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much. Thank
guys,
you for having me.
That's where we end the podcast for today. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. You know, Beyond the Shift, we're just telling stories of individual transformation. Where we are now, there was someone before. The person was hustling, struggling.
Oh, yeah.
Now to a different solution. Until next time, I'm Eric. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Peace out.
Love.